It will come as no surprise to many of you that the media is already trying to desperately defend Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, even though tons of people are upset with the story that we know that it follows and also the decisions that they made with these characters. But now The Gamer has put out an article titled "Gamers are already calling Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League woke," absolutely melting down over it. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Now, if Rocksteady had plain and simply not put this game in the Arkhamverse, and they had made it its own standalone story, the backlash would not even be half of what it is right now. People would not be upset because, of course, we would not be viewing this as the Harley Quinn that was part of Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. We would not be viewing her as the same character. We would not be viewing Batman as the same character. Even if they had the same voice actors and actresses, we still would be able to separate it from the Arkham series, which in my opinion are such amazing games. I just streamed all of them, and replaying them makes me feel so sad now that it's over, and this is the story that they're giving us. But The Gamer just cannot accept the fact that people are upset because they've put up articles now crying over the criticism. When Suicide Squad unveiled its gameplay last year, an LGBTQ plus flag painted on the walls of a building in Metropolis City was quickly spotted. As you'd expect, a corner of the internet was outraged and vowed not to buy this game. Why do you have to put flags like this in a game? Why do you have to put a message like, "We welcome all heroes"? Of course you do. Anybody can pick up a video game. I could pick up Minecraft. You could pick up Minecraft. I could pick up Grand Theft Auto. You could pick up Grand Theft Auto. Does it really matter? Do we need to establish that everybody is welcome? Probably not, no. Especially in a game like this, which is rated for adults. Adults can make a decision on if they want to purchase and play something or not. And of course, they were furious that people vowed not to buy the game just because of this little banner, but that is an adult's decision. It says now it's out in early access, and a huge spoiler has already been shared online that many are using as fuel to decry the game once again for being woke. That is because it is. This is not the first time we have seen the ending to the game. It was spoiled weeks ago, and people were furious. People were brokenhearted that you made this decision that they did with Batman and this, the Justice League in general, the direction that these developers took the story in, and all of the decisions that they made, like this banner, right? This banner is really not that big of a deal, but everything piles up. You look at the background of the developers who have been very vocal on social media telling people if you don't like it, don't purchase it. You can see the story, decisions that they made, the characters they kill, characters they keep alive, who ends up killing who, the decisions that they're making with outfit choices, like everything adds up and becomes this massive pile of problems. And yes, there are tons of people vowing not to purchase this game for good reason. It says, spoiler alert, giant spoiler alert, Batman dies, or at least he seems to. It does say that. It is an out-of-context cutscene and audio clip, but we actually saw this leaked weeks ago, and it is the same exact scene, same exact dialogue, nothing is different, and according to those spoilers, he dies for real, he dies for good, and unfortunately, this is the mediocre, honestly terrible ending that they are giving to the Arkhamverse Batman, which is such an amazing iteration of Batman, in my opinion, and many of your opinions as well. This is a woke game with a pathetic end that disgraces an incredible series. Arkham Knight, while it was not perfect, it stuck the landing for the ending with the Nightfall Protocol, and that is where they should have left these games and this story. And again, if this Suicide Squad game was not set in the Arkhamverse, the backlash would not be even half of what it is today. And instead of just accepting the fact that people are upset and accepting the fact that there are going to be people who are not going to purchase this game, they are calling individuals out, showing all these tweets saying things like F you, attaching a collage of Rocksteady celebrating women in games, Pride Month, and standing up for trans rights, along with pictures of women and people of color who worked on the game. See, like I said, the team behind this game and the decisions Rocksteady has made over the years have been extremely progressive decisions. A lot of the people who work at Rocksteady now are social justice warriors, and the product that they made is a massive slap in the face to millions of fans around the world. It says, though, commenters even called for developers to be fired for killing Batman, while others are mad on behalf of the late Kevin Conroy, saying he would be immeasurably disappointed by what they did to his character and the woke agenda in the game. This is despite Conroy being a proud, openly married gay man who even wrote a touching DC Pride story. You are the ones using his sexuality and his life in order to get clicks and to profit. Nobody cares that he was a gay man, because he did an amazing job with Batman. He was an amazing voice actor who brought so much life and love and passion to this version of Batman and the Arkhamverse. Nobody is saying anything negative about the fact that he's a gay man, but of course, you are the ones who are using that in order to get clicks. You are the ones using his sexuality to prop up your opinion and your stance during this conversation, or what they're trying to turn into an argument. I mean, it's perfectly fine that he was gay. No one is saying anything bad about him for being gay. You're the ones that are saying, oh, people are using this against this game and these developers, and that's just not the case. No one's done that. We are simply calling out the fact that these developers are not good at their jobs, do not understand their audience, and we are sick and tired of political posturing and pandering to select groups, and that's not bad to call out. That is our opinion. We don't want to see it. It is tiring, and we're not attacking anybody like Kevin Conroy for his lifestyle choices before he died just a few years ago. Not wanting to see identity politics or political posturing or pandering to selective groups isn't hate. The only ones talking about hate are you and the tweets you mentioned, okay? Maybe you all of these journalists, okay, should look in the mirror, because a lot of these comments going after people that are sick and tired of pandering are the comments that are filled with hate. These people are producing the hate. It's called projecting. And instead of just accepting the fact that some people are criticizing this game and it being woke, they are freaking out over it and ultimately being hateful. The same thing that they're complaining that other people apparently are, even though we are allowed to criticize a product. And of course, this is not the only problem with this Kill the Justice League game. It is a live service nightmare, which of course no live service games have gone very well so far. It's part of the Arkhamverse and completely trashes the Arkhamverse in the previous story that we have gotten. It honestly runs like crap from what we have heard, judging by the early access period. And to top it off, this early access period was actually pulled 1 hour after launch because of a game completing bug discovered. Like, this thing is buggy, it is glitchy, it is not a solid product from what we have heard so far, and apparently the main story is also relatively short. Apparently it's 10 to 12 hours, roughly, give or take, and it just does not seem like it is the product that really anybody wanted, and there are tons of people fighting back against this game. Whether it is because it is buggy, it is broken, it's a mediocre product, woke, it does not matter. There are tons, millions, it seems like, of people on social media fighting back against this title, and that backlash is not going to die down anytime soon. It's almost in full release, and it will be interesting to see what these scores end up being. But yes, the gamer, of course, is having a complete meltdown that people are criticizing this game, and of course they are, because this game is woke, and all of these activists only care about a product and supporting it, one that pushes the messaging that they believe in. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.